Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to show you how to replace the heater element within an AEG oven. So let's get started. This is what is currently happening with my oven. I switch it on to use the fan assisted heater element, turn it up to 180 degrees Celsius, then as the oven is heating up it trips the RCD switch on the fuse board. The most likely cause for this is the outer sheath on the heater element has developed a crack or pinhole in the insulation, then moisture is getting in and causing it to ground. Once I flip the RCD back on, the oven comes back on, but will not resume heating until the clock is reset. The model number for AEG ovens is on the case when you open the oven door. Mine's written at the top of the label, BE300360KM. If you also have an AEG oven, visit their parts website and enter your model number to find the correct part for your oven. Because there are multiple versions of my oven, I also need to select the appropriate product code, in my case the one ending in 01. I'm scrolling through the parts to locate the heating element. You can buy spares from third-party websites, however I'd recommend only buying genuine parts, so double check to make sure first. Before starting, safety first. If your oven has recently been used, make sure it has cooled down. Next, isolate the electrical supply to the oven. My fuse board has a circuit breaker labelled cooker, however the only thing protected by this is the hob. The oven is actually running off the breaker labelled kitchen sockets. The breaker labelled cooker for my hob is wired to this red switch. It's a gas hob, so the only thing running off this is the igniter, whereas the oven is isolated using this switch here. I'm not sure if there are any electricians watching this that can tell me if this is normal. Anyway, with the oven isolated, remove the front door for better access. With the door down, flip the metal latches over. Then as you start to close the door, it will release, allowing you to lift it off. Next, remove any trays and shelves. You don't need to remove the shelf rails on the side to access the rear panel. So the heater element that needs replacing is surrounding this fan that's usually covered by a plate at the back of the oven. It's held in by 4 T20 Torx screws, so I'll remove those first. I'm using a Stanley multibit screwdriver set. These are great for when you need quick access in the house and don't take up much room in a drawer. It's less than £10 on Amazon. I've put a link in the description if you're interested. So the heater element is held in by a couple of T20 Torx screws at the back. Both are badly rusted on mine. I would have thought the new part would come with some replacement screws, however it doesn't, so it might be worth ordering some at the same time. One has come out okay, the other I've needed to wedge a Phillips screwdriver into the head to get it loose. With both screws loose, the element is now free to move. Here you can see the element continues past the mounting plate by about another inch. The spade connectors on the ends of the element are angled at 90 degrees downwards, but the opening is not big enough to get the angle needed to slide the element up and out. Be careful not to damage the spade connectors on the inside as you ease it out. Behind the hole is what looks like off-white glass fibre to presumably reduce heat loss through the case of the oven. With the spade connectors now visible, unclip the heater element. Unbox the new heater element. Now connect it to the spade connectors. Then guide the spade connectors back into the hole, then once in, make sure the insulation is closed up and reattach the mounting bracket to the back of the oven. This is fiddly, even more so when I'm trying to keep out of the way of the camera to film it. quick wipe up of the rust that fell out of the holes during disassembly. Now reattach the back plate. Make sure you don't put it upside down. Mine has the tabs on the left for some reason. Switch the oven back on. Replace the shelves. Refit the oven door. Then give it a quick test to make sure it works. Looking at the old heating element, there's nothing obvious that I can see that would indicate where the fault is. Either way, replacing the heater element has stopped the oven from tripping the RCD, so £35 for the part was worth the punt to see if it fixed the issue before looking into alternatives.
Well guys, that's it for this video. I hope you found it useful. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Subscribing's free, and it just means any future videos I release will automatically appear on your feed without you having to search for them. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.